as well with the thumbs up. So the main thing we just need to remember, guys, first of all, we need to be honest. Yeah, we need to be honest that we also are training to keep the best version of ourselves, but also to get sexier. All right. It's not just about, okay, I want to be healthy, I want to be fitter. Yeah, of course, we are looking for that. But it's something else as well that we are looking as well to improve our physique. And that's totally fine. It's nothing wrong with it. But we just need to be a little bit honest, because even if I remember our call, our first time call with you, Daniel, with you, Rat, Helet, or Giverny, one of the things that you talked to me was, oh, I just want to be healthier, which is good, but it's not fully and 100%. It's just that you're going to the gym or you're just working with me just to be healthier fully. It's also to improve your physique, right? And that's what we are here for. See, so let's just keep that honesty as well open, because that's how you're going to be open and willing to try different things. The first one, and here is a question that I want to ask you, is what muscles do you think is the sexiest to train? Okay, so just type there. Daniel is saying the arms is the muscle that is the sexiest to train. I'm very interested. What you're gonna tell me, guys, on the chat box. I'm very curious about that. So Rat is saying mind, of course, but we are talking about the physique, and you can allow yourself, Rat, to be a little bit, superficial. It's okay to be superficial. It's okay to work on your body as well, as the same as your mind. Of course, empty mind with a big body is nothing, but also a nice mind, but without a body that is going to back up is nothing as well. So it's mind and body together, right? So let's try to put there on the chat box what it will be, because so far we got Daniel saying that is the arms. So I will just suppose, if nobody else is replying back, that the sexiest muscle for women and for everyone on here on the call will be arms. Okay, so let's have a look.
For women, I would say, in my humble opinion, it will be glutes, hamstrings, and yeah.
Good. Thank you for sharing that, Daniel. That's a nice feedback. Giverny is saying abs and glutes, for example. Helet is saying bums and arms. And Rat is saying, I do, otherwise I wouldn't sign up with you. Exactly. But talk to me, Rat, what it will be for you. I'm very curious as well, when you come, to let me know what it will be, that muscle that you might potentially think that is the sexiest. Okay, so far we go arms, abs, glutes, and arms again with Helet. So yeah. Now, the first thing about women. Okay, so Daniel, you've been writing a couple of them. And here you can screenshot that if you want, my girls. And it is, for example, in this transformation, that it has not been overnight transformation, of course, but on my experience and with the coaches and the mentors that I've been working towards the last 10 years, I came down that those are the 4 main muscle groups that if you will focus on it, it will give better justice to the time and effort and focus that you are doing every single time that you're going to the gym, but also on the nutritional and the recovery part. Yeah, one of them will be hamstrings, and you will say, Amir, why hamstrings and not glutes, or not the front of the legs, or not the inner thighs, which is something that I really is difficult for me to work, right? But the hamstrings is connected to your glutes. So the more you work your hamstrings, the easier will be to you to get rid of any cellulitis you will have on your glutes, but also to lift up your bone and also to make look that rounded and bigger. Yeah, and it's an undertrained muscle. So if you are working your hamstrings, you will just be able as well to increase and improve the strength and the progression of other exercises too. So that will be why I am choosing one of the most important muscles for women to work will be the hamstrings. See, which is the pitchy glutes. If you want those pitchy glutes, my girls, you need to do the hamstrings there as well. Okay, and you need to focus on not missing out those hamstrings work, which is the back of the legs below your glutes. Now, let's see the chatbot so far. So Rat came out to be a little bit more superficial with us today, and he's talking about shoulders and arms, which is very good. We will find out on the main version right now in a little bit. And then Daniel is saying that's one of the points to improve. Which one? Your hamstrings, your pitchy glutes, Daniel?
No, I mean, of course, the hamstrings and the pitchy glutes, yeah, because I used to have like years ago when I was doing powerlifting, I could
Mhm.
hold a beer on my glutes standing
Really?
up. I had a nice and round bottom. Now it's everything
Mhm.
flat, so I want to keep that aesthetic as well. I mean, it's important for males as well, having good legs
100%.
and good gluteus. Yes, absolutely.
100%. And I am still doing hamstrings, but we're gonna come out as well. But that's based on women physiology. That will something that will suggest. Then, girls, and also guys, if you want to do the back work, I will. You will be really beneficial on it because that will just give more justice to your waistline, but also to the strength and the tone up of your core. Because the back is connected to the core muscles, but also to the hamstring muscles. So it will just create more strength. That would be why I'm choosing back as the second most important muscle to you to remember to work out. Yes, so make sure that you're putting a lot of focus on your back exercises. Then on shoulders, specifically the side delts, yeah, will help you out to just make your waistline as well more smaller. Okay, so if you focus on working the side of your shoulders, your waistline will be more smaller as well, girls. So that's the importance of you doing the shoulder exercise. And sometimes you say, Mira, I don't like this Arnold press that you're putting there, but those are the ones that they will give more smaller, kind of like looking to your waistline. Yes. And then the last one will be also, of course, the arms. Yeah, it's just to make them slim and tone up. So that's the importance of you doing arms as well. And arms is, of course, Daniel can help me out, which the main thing and the main sport of his is the arms, right? We got two main muscles here that it is the triceps, which is the back, and then the front, which is the biceps. And if you focus on doing the exercises and putting in your workout plan, that will be really important. Of course, it's little exercises, little muscle sorry, that you will have on the arms, but they will just kind of like split in two. Yeah. So that's the important thing. And sometimes, well, Daniel is going to jump on really quick in a bit, but sometimes, girls and guys, when you have kind of like big arms and they are not tone up or slim, and you want them to make the slim and tone, yes, sometimes we focus just on curves, which is the front of the arms, but we forget about the back of the arms, which is the triceps. So you need to focus on adding tricep exercises, which you will have on your workout. Anything that you want to add, Daniel?
Oh, well, for the arms and so on, why not adding you some piece of information for all of you guys? I mean, obviously we have my opinion, okay, when we work the arms, not only the main biceps, but also training the brachioradialis and the radialis, which are these groups that gives more depth when we do hammer curls. This muscle here gives more depth through the arm, even with supination, as you can see, guys. And this muscle here is going to provide more better shape to the arm. It's gonna make it look more bigger and more compact. So it's like if you train arms, including
That
all
will be
these
really
angles,
useful for me and Rad, but I don't know for Helet and Giverny. But Giverny and Helet, do you find helpful to you to have bigger arms? Maybe
of
yes,
course.
but well, for me that's has been very useful. Of course, Daniel and Rad probably as well. I appreciate that one up. That's a really nice tip. So let's find out in a little bit on the chat bot regards to it. But well,
Sorry, I
that will
think I had
become
too much coffee today.
that will be my four main points, guys, regards to a women physique. Okay, and you also can share that to any girlfriends that you got. I say, hey, look at it. Have you ever thought, or are you targeting those muscle groups? Which it is hamstrings, of course, back, shoulders, and arms. If you focus on them and you put a little bit more intention on them rather than just core and rather than just glute exercises only, you will just give to your body better justice. Yes. Now, we are going to move towards the men's, okay, the men most important muscles. On the men most important muscle, that's what I came out. That's something that I'm still working on my physique, and which it is shoulders, arms, chest, and back. Yes, on shoulders is going to be really important, as you can see on this before and after picture. What we can do on the shoulders is that it's going to give symmetry to the waistline as well, to the core, and it's just gonna give you more size as well. It's gonna give you more a posture and presence when you are walking, when you are kind of like, you know, in front of people or at work. Then the arms will be something that for men, I think so we just like it to have big arms and to just make sure that we are just having the biggest arm we can. I don't know if Rad can agree with us, but Daniel is agreeing with me. I'm not sure about that, but that's something that I always is looking for. Yeah. And then on chest, we are just looking to have kind of like a gorilla chest, you know, silver plate. What is the name, Daniel, that you always say to me? The gorilla,
Yeah, silverback.
the silverback, right?
Silverback gorilla alpha. Yeah, the alpha male, the silverback. Yeah.
Let's see. Rat is saying agree on arms. Exactly. Okay. And that's the thing. And that's the reason, guys, you need to focus on working the side of the shoulders. So then you can just give that kind of like symmetry as well on the arms. Because imagine you go big arms by small shoulders. It won't give that much justice. All right. But imagine that you just work really nice on all the part of the arms with the shoulders, but then the chest is not really work very well. So that's the thing of why I will suggest to just keep focusing also on the chest, and the back, lastly, will be just to improve the waistline, but also on the size of your body. It's going to give you just more size as well. See? But that's mainly the important muscles that I wanted to cover with you guys. And something else I want to talk to you about, it is something that I'm trying to remember myself, because I just want you to type yes or not. Is sometimes, or you ever feel, you know, a little bit worried that you wanted to have a better physique because what if somebody else says something about it? I don't know if that makes sense. It's like, oh my God, you know what? I want to change my body. I want to improve my body, but I'm fine, you know, or I don't know what my friends or my family will say about it. And sometimes you stop yourself and say, but I need to love myself as I am, you know, and I just need to be okay how I am, which is good. Don't get me wrong. But this, when I found this phrase, it resonated with me a lot. So I want you just to type yes or no if you ever sometimes stop yourself from keep improving because you think that is a little bit arrogant, or that is a bit, you know, that is not right to keep, you know, working on your body. Just type yes or not, because I'm very curious about that. Daniel is thinking about it. So, for example, then you say, I want to see if I have the balls to get to that point. And I love that kind of like way to talk to you. You know, sometimes it's wrong. Nowadays, for the last 100 years, our pattern and our language and our way of thinking has changed a lot. Yes, has changed a lot in regards to how we approach to difficulties and how we are developing ourselves as human beings. Before, it used to be a necessity for us to evolve and to transform ourselves, not just physically, but also to survival, regards to food, regards to agriculture, and regards to other many things. It was a must for us to keep developing ourselves and to find different ways and improving. But nowadays, it's kind of like we are coming backwards. It is okay, and it is the rule for us to be okay where we are, but not aiming for more. Okay, yes, I got a job that is paying me well. I got a job. Okay, yeah, I need to be happy with it. And it's the same with our physique. If we are not ill, or if we are not, sorry, my French, if we are not fuck, we don't do anything about it. We need to be fuck to recently do something about it. But before, it used not to be that way. But let me just read the comments on the chat box, because I'm very curious about that. And I just want to see as well if you say no, Amir, I think what you're saying is bollocks. But let's see. For example, Heret is saying, yes, I think so. Rad is saying, loving self does not mean you can work to improve. Exactly. Gibran is saying, yes, I have a family member saying to me, you don't want to get big like that. You will look strange. Aha, interesting. Do you see? And that's the thing. For that reason, sometimes I don't have the friends that I used to have before. They used to stop me. They used to say to me, why you're going to the gym, why you are looking too skinny or too slim, but it was just a reflection of something that they haven't been willing to do, if that makes sense. And that's something that I just want to remember, you guys. It is that sometimes if you have people or friends or loved ones, don't put them in a wrong way that they want to hurt you, but sometimes it will be a reflection of what they are not capable of doing. You know, sometimes they will say to you, but why you're going to the gym too many times? Why you're eating too healthy? Enjoy a little bit of your life. But you realize how you will enjoy your life when you're going to have diabetes, or when you're going to have pills and medicine that at your 40, 45, you can't even not go for a walk or go for a run. How the hell that makes sense? So that's the thing. Sometimes you just need to stop for a little bit and say, I really appreciate the feedback that this person is saying to me, but I will just take my own decision. I'm trying to be just, rational about not right now, but the future too. And it doesn't mean that now you need to stop eating pizza, you need to stop eating alcohol, which I do, and I think everyone needs to do. But with a point of course, as well, saying, okay, I need to challenge myself. I need to do a little bit more. I need to see what I'm capable of, because I just got one life. But you won't have the same strength when you're going to be 55, when you're going to be 60, when you're going to be 65, and when you got the time to do it, So let's read as well what we got here on the chat box. Daniel is saying, it's pure toxicity journey, run away from them, don't listen. You are the owner of your own other insecurities. Exactly. But that's our point of view, but you just need to try it. You need to try as well. And thank you for being open as well, because that might be the case of us happening as well in our lives. But because you have been open and vulnerable as well, you might just open up a situation for us to doubt what other people are saying to us, And I just want you just to remember this phrase, which is kind of like something that I'm trying to remember every single day, which is this one, okay? It is a shame for you to grow old without seeing the beauty and the strength of which your body is capable. You want to do a marathon, do it. If you want to do a fitness competition, do it. And that's something that I'm back on a stage this year, and I'm competing in November, and I'm taking 7 to 8 months preparation, because I thought that because I just been on a very toxic position with food when I started doing this fitness competition, that was the excuse for me not competing anymore. But now I'm putting myself to say, okay, that was my old self, but now, based on that experience, now I need to prove myself and improve myself of not making the same mistake by being on a stage again. Because I want to see my body, how it's going to develop. And it doesn't mean that I need to go super big. It's just me improving little things that is just making me be alive. When we are developing, when we are having a new job career, when we are having a degree, for example, Daniel is studying as well for being a web developer. I know that you will feel amazing and you will feel fulfilled when you are finishing that, you got the certification of that, because you are progressing. Like, for example, Hele, you just been recently graduated, and that feels amazing for all the developing that you've been doing on the hard work. Giverny as well, you've been asked for the CEO of your company to go and train people, and that feels amazing, and that's a progression. But imagine if they wouldn't ask you for that, you would just feel that you are in the same position all the time. And Rat, for example, use hustling to you to do the side business and the project that you got while you're having a full-time job and taking care of a family and taking care of yourself. That's a progression. That's aiming to you to see how strong you can be to deal with those situations. And that can be also in your body, which is your main vehicle to you to do things. And just to wrap up with today, guys, I hope it can resonate what I'm saying to you, because I'm always going towards the mindset side. And I just put in my example, and it's not to show off, it's just to tell you that from where I've been, if I didn't use the gym, if I didn't put myself on the position of saying, okay, I will look into the mirror and I will say, what can I improve? But because I want it, not because anybody wants it. What can I do and how can I reshape my body as I want to? And it doesn't mean that I don't like my body. Is that it means that what is the benefits and the reflection of having an evolving body, a progress of my body? What else can I do? Who I can become? How can I impact and inspire other people around me? So, for example, with Giverny situation. So, for example, Giverny, if you just show that person that is telling you with love in some way, okay, just put on that way. But you show that person that you're still constant and you're still working on yourself, you will inspire that person to just change the perception of life and say, wow, I think so the best way for me to carry on with my life is the same as Giverny. You know? So that's the thing, guys. So I want you just to challenge yourself today with me and to just ask yourself if you are doing everything you can to keep progressing yourself, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, of course, and to just not be comfortable in the situation that you are, because it's always a next level, like a video game. You know, because if you are alive, it's for something. Is so many people right now in a hospital that they wish they can do what we are doing right now, and it's in another place around the world that they wish they can have a gym facility when you can pay 20 pounds, that they wish they can have something that is speaking to them in the same way that I wish somebody can speak to me when I was starting my fitness journey, or that I wish that somebody was like with us right now, good-minded people, that we are doing what we are doing right now. So they're just trying to not punch ourselves on the wall, say like, oh my God, why I cannot progress? But let's just put that kind of like little fire on us.